Yo, what's cracking, everybody? Your boy Vision of LA Ghoul here on the House of Ghouls Podcast. We got the big homie Viper in the house with us. We about to get into some glorious shit. There it is. Go and introduce yourself.
Yo, this is Viper, aka KingViper, doing the podcast with my boy Vision. We're about to get into this. Just so you know, we might get a little reckless, but that's what y'all here for, right?
Well, you heard the man. So yeah, we've the whole point of this podcast is just to kind of just shed some light and some emotions on some topics, from day to day, from episode to episode. But as y'all follow this trail with us, you'll kind of get a feel for what we doing around here, and then hopefully you guys enjoy it. B, what was the first topic of discussion today?
It's pretty applicable because I think it just ended, but it is the Logan Paul Mayweather match that happened tonight.
Did you actually watch the fight?
You know damn well I'm not paying for that shit.
I don't mean that you didn't, slide in on somebody who did stupidly go and buy that fight.
Nah, I saw the results, but I didn't partake. I'm not interested, to be honest.
Oh, let me guess. Let me guess. Mayweather won.
I mean, did we expect any other results?
Did it even last 4 rounds? I haven't even watched anything about it or read anything about it. But did it even I think it was scheduled for what, 8 rounds of 3 minutes each or something like that? How many rounds did it actually go?
It went the distance. He actually got some hits in too, but I mean, it's probably pretty safe to say that Floyd was just sparring. I doubt he was taking this.
Oh, so Floyd let him hit him. Okay. I mean, it's anything for the check. You know what I'm saying? Look, you're talking, first of all, Logan Paul, a fucking YouTube fighter, is going to fight Floyd Mayweather and hit him when Floyd Mayweather went, pound for pound with some of the best fighters in the world and never got touched. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You know what I mean?
It was obviously a show for the kids and the fans and what.
What kids?
All the Logan and Jake Paul fans.
And this is why I hate the internet.
My question actually is, how much did they make off that fight? I'm about to see if I can pull it.
I don't even care. I don't even care. That shit is stupid to me. Boxing is my favorite sport. My absolute favorite sport. And, watching this mockery, I guess this is all that boxing is good for now. Just gimmicks now. It's obviously there was no reason for Floyd Mayweather to come out of retirement just to fight Logan Paul outside of money. You know what I mean? So I mean, I hope they don't think this is going to get Logan Paul any bigger fights.
I mean, there's no bigger fight than Mayweather, I don't think is.
Well, I mean, Mayweather's also not the current heavyweight champion, anymore. Or was it light heavyweight or middleweight, whatever the fuck he is. He's no longer the champion. He's retired. You know what I'm saying? So it's
True,
not
but his clout is obviously way higher than anyone else's in the game right now, even though he's not in it no more.
Yeah, and Floyd Mayweather wasn't really fighting you either. Because if Floyd Mayweather really wanted to fight him, he would have knocked his ass out on the fucking first round and said, "Let me get back to my business."
It was kind of funny though. One of the highlights I saw on Twitter earlier, when he did hit Floyd, I think it kind of pissed him off because then he crammed his ass in the corner for a little bit. So yeah, I think that's some proof that he wasn't obviously taking him serious.
Absolutely. I mean, fucking Floyd Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, Canelo, Manny Pacquiao, like just a few names right off the rip. Where does Logan Paul match up to any one of those three fighters?
I mean, obviously he doesn't. But my thing is, the fight I kind of really do want to see is the one with Jake Paul and oh boy, what's his name? Was it Tyron Woodley? He actually agreed to it for like August or something like
that. Okay. Well, I don't know much about this Tyron Wigley person, but I mean, I'll look into him. I mean,
Sega said Tyron Wigley.
I don't know what it is. That's the name you just said, wasn't it?
Woodley.
Oh. Wiggly sounds better.
That man gonna come beat your ass.
Hey, I mean, bring it, yo. Look, I'll do you a favor. Instead of you hitting me and beating me up for calling you out your name, I'll beat up Jake Paul for you. Or Logan Paul, whatever them. I'll beat both of them up. How about that?
Like I said, that would be absolutely hilarious if you crammed them both up.
I'll fucking
not even anybody.
I'll fucking fold their whole ass career, yo. Like,
so Woodley's record is 19-7-1 from what I can see. So he definitely be fucking people.
Oh yeah, he definitely be fucking people up. Man, all right. I ain't gonna, yo, look, Woodley, I'm gonna put some respect on it, yo. Do me a favor and knock this motherfucker on his ass. You know, I endorse it.
So my thing is, I do want him to get the dog shit beat out of him, but at the same time, it's like now he makes so much more money because now he can have the comeback rematch type shit. You feel?
I mean, yeah, I guess I get you. You know what I mean? He can do the comeback rematches and all of that, but that's a fucking slap in the face to all the people who came before him or even during him and actually put in some fucking effort and earn their right to that money and to that slot to be able to do that. Like, I'm not going to drop the race card, but if that don't sound like white privilege to me.
That was one of the big things that people were saying is how they've gotten the clout to be able to fight someone like Mayweather when actual seasoned boxers have to go through hoops just to get a chance. You feel?
Yeah, look, the fight between him and Manny Pacquiao took almost over a year or something to line up to actually get it right because, you know, HBO and whoever wasn't they couldn't figure out their contracts and all of that other bullshit. Like a whole ass year between two major fighters, and some bullshit artist off of fucking YouTube decides to walk up and say, "Yo, let me get this." Yeah, all right.
Hey man, the hype is real. The clout is, what do they say? Attention is the currency nowadays. So,
all right, yeah, well,
that's the world we live in now.
You know, I got some attention for you too, because when I fucking crammed his ass up, I want to get the same amount of money. I'll walk right up on him right now. Yo, where you at, bro? Like, I want to get the same amount of money, bro. I want to get the same amount of attention. Fucking you know, like, and I mean, look, obviously I don't have anything against content creators. I'm a content creator myself. I have nothing against YouTube, content creators or any content creator on any platform for that matter. But my thing is this: is when you're entering a sport, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like them picking some dude off the block and paying him just as much as they do Tom Brady. Like, for what? What for what? Who are you? What have you done to earn this? You ain't got 7 rings. You don't have a title, you've never owned a title belt or nothing like that. Like, bro, when they was when what's his name? What's his name? Why am I blanking on his name right now?
What did he do? Like, who are you?
The Street Fighter that was knocking everybody out.
Oh, Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, when Kimbo Slice was doing this, when he was out there, banging people out every freaking, like second, just knocking them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And ain't nobody was paying him them type of checks. Ain't nobody was trying to give him them type of, them type of deals. Or nobody was trying to let him in no, octagon or no boxing rings or nothing like that to give him the type of checks that this freaking dude Logan Paul is getting. And you gonna tell me Logan Paul would have been able to stand up to next to this Kimbo Slice? Kimbo Slice would have folded his ass like a beach chair in 2.5.
That shit would have been a massacre. I would actually pay to see that.
Like, get out of here, man. Like, y'all can't, you miss me with that bullshit, bro. Like, you can miss me with that. Kimbo Slice would have straight up put his ass through the ground, picked his ass up, and then did it again. Like, there's no comparison. There's no way that he even deserves to even have that right. You haven't done nothing, bro. You just a clout runner. You're a clout chaser. You out here doing the same thing that all of us content creators do.
So my thing is, where the fuck does he go from here now? Like, he's hit the pinnacle of the boxing world as far as I'm concerned. Like, what name's gonna pull more? Maybe Tyson Fury? But he is not. There ain't no way in hell that nigga's getting in the fucking ring with Tyson Fury.
Absolutely not. First of all, Tyson Fury is not going to come in there for no play. Tyson Fury's coming in there for the real deal, Holyfield. You feel me? And Tyson Fury is going to show him why he does not belong here. This ain't for game. I do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to play games with you. I'm not here for no YouTube hype. Like, my question is this. Yeah. My question is this. Is like, yo, Floyd, why did you even feel like you needed to even do this, bro? Like, it's obviously, yeah, it's for the money, but who has more money than you? You're you are undefeated, champion of boxing, bro. You've made how much money? You're going to tell me this check was worth you coming at a slight retirement to dance with, to fake dance with Logan Paul?
Honestly, I think he was just bold. I think he was sitting at home, laying on his giant ass bed of money, and he was like, "This man challenged me to a fight."
I think the only reason
I got nothing else.
I think the only reason he did it is because he knew he wasn't gonna get hurt regardless. Like, yeah, all right, look, yeah, I may be bored, but you know what I mean? Look, if I get a couple, $100,000 out of this, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna get hurt either way. I'm not gonna lose, so fuck it. But
yeah, I think they said that his just to like his entry fee or whatever is like 250.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this dude doesn't get out of, anything, he doesn't come up, anything less than like $500,000. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't know, how this motherfucker Logan Paul actually freaking makes enough money to pull him out of his fucking bed. Like that's ridiculous to me, bro. That's ridiculous.
Of course, like, have you watched his YouTube videos? Like,
hell no.
He gets views, bro. He gets views. Actually, I'm gonna check right now.
Hell no, I don't fucking watch this shit. I don't endorse trash.
I don't mean like watch it. I mean, have you ever like come across one and just see like the views are insane?
Nah, I don't endorse shit. I just don't.
23 million subscribers.
Must be nice.
Yeah, see, all his videos average between what? Shit, like 6 to 10 million views a video. So yeah, he making bank, bro.
I mean, I may sound like a hater. I know a lot of people probably gonna end up commenting on this and saying, you sound like you got some hate in your blood. You know what? I'll take that hate. Honestly, on God, I'll take it. The fact of the matter is, I'm just talking real shit from a real boxing fan who grew up watching boxing. I watched, Mike Tyson, fight. I watched, Evander Holyfield fight. I watched, these heavyweights and these middle weights, you know what I'm saying? I've watched boxing. I've studied boxing. I used to box myself, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, it goes a little bit deeper than just YouTube views and money, but hey, I mean, I'll take that hate. If y'all want to call me a hater, I'll take that. I'll own it.
Oh, they definitely coming for fans out of this world.
Y'all can bring the smoke, because one thing y'all gonna learn about me is I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, none of it.
He indeed does not do it.
I'll drop the addy on spot. Like, y'all can show me, you can meet up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all really about this life, y'all can meet it up. You know what I mean? But
first of all, they are not coming to that neighbor. You know they're not coming to your neighbor.
That's what
it's not about that life. Like show up in Beverly Hills or Malibu or West LA, Santa Monica. They are not showing up in the hood.
Shoot, like, I am the LA ghoul for a reason, bro. Like, just understand. Like, but yeah, I mean, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna knock your hustle. You get your money however way you want it, however way you get it. But man, I'm also not gonna say I'm not gonna call you out on your bullshit. Like, that shit is trash to me. Like, and anybody who watched that fight and wasted their time, y'all trash for watching. Just saying.
They made this man a millionaire. Multi-millionaire, actually.
Yeah, meanwhile, this motherfucker ain't doing shit for y'all. Y'all ain't getting shit for it.
Hey, you get to buy his merch, though.
Yeah, you can wear his t-shirts. You could rock this dude's hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Look, if that's all it is, I'm saying I got some hats and hoodies for y'all to wear. You know what I'm saying? We got I got a merch store too. Shit. Freaking ridiculous.
That's just
Yup. See, this is the type of shit that pisses me off about this country, is because motherfuckers will go around and make these people who aren't really worth it, millionaires. They'll give them hundreds and thousands and millions and billions of dollars, who aren't going to do anything for you at the end of the day. But then 6-7 months from now, when or when election time comes around and all of this and stuff, y'all be the same motherfuckers on social media talking about, oh, the rich just keep getting richer. That's because your dumb ass keeps paying them. Start smartening up. Like, actually start giving your money to somebody who actually gives a fuck about you, who's actually gonna do something for you other than just act stupid on fucking YouTube, bro. And that's coming from me. I'm making a fucking YouTube podcast.
I think what it is that the people that watch that type of content are typically not even old enough to really comprehend anything beyond merch and donations and subscriptions or whatever.
Well, I mean, then
like what is this demographic, like 13 to like 17 or some shit like?
So where they getting their money from?
Shit, mom and dad, obviously.
Exactly, and your dumbass parents is out there giving you dumbass money for doing dumbass shit. And I remember when I was fucking like 10 years old, and I asked my mom, can I get a pager? And she laughed at me and said, hell no. The fuck you need with a pager? I was like, just...
Yeah, I want one so bad.
Exactly, she was like, well, just in case I'm out, you know what I'm saying, you can, bleep me, you know what I'm saying, she's like, boy, you won't go nowhere, long enough for me to ever want to bleep you. I was like, damn.
Mom was like, yo, bleep is them street lights.
You're right. She said, nah, you ain't never get no damn pager from me. I was like, all right, bet. Couple years later, cell phones roll up. I'm saying, Mom, can I get a cell phone? Nope. I was, I'm saying, like, now what? Now we just hand out the V-Bucks and the credit cards to them as soon as they show, they pop out the bellies. That's what we doing.
Man, they be giving them kids, and when they be coming in, getting them kids those $100 fucking V-Buck gift cards, $150 gift cards and shit. I'm like, damn, I wish I got that kind of clout when I was that age.
And that's exactly why, none of these kids actually know the value of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I made my daughter work for it. You know what I'm saying? She's a creative, just like me. She earned her way to the things that she got. So she understands, the value of what she has. Y'all motherfuckers just be giving shit away. I'm like, look, if y'all want to give shit away, please. I have a storage unit. I have a bank account that you can store your shit in. I'm just saying.
This man out here collected. But nah, that's real shit though. Cause what was the times you would get games when we were kids? Birthday,
Christmas, Easter, maybe. Like
straight A's. You'll get.
Yeah, definitely around report card time. But like you wouldn't get it. Wouldn't be just some random Tuesday in the middle of the month that you get a game. You know what I mean? Unless you was stacking up your freaking allowance money or some shit. Like, I cut about 5 lawns for this month. For this game, bro. I traded in about 40 cans this week. Just for this game, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And what's even crazier is like people don't even realize like back then like it was just a flat rate. It was like what $40, $50, and you got the game. Now you buy the kid the game, and he comes back 2 weeks later like, hey, can I get some DLC? Can I get them V-Bucks for some skins? Like the shit never ends.
So I'm gonna buy this game today, but I'm gonna need to do this all over again because the DLC, expansion pass comes out now in 4 months, and that shit is $40.
All right. First of all, like, change the topic. Like, I think we did everything we could with the Jake Paul. This fucking bullshit season pass or whatever the fuck they call them now, fucking backflip butthole passes. How the fuck is the game $60 fucking dollars and then the DLC season pass is $60 fucking?
Yeah.
I just bought 2 fucking games. What the?
Two for the price of one. Like,
just for you to give me some bullshit ass maps and shit that was in one of the old games. Ain't nobody want that shit. Well, we do, but we don't want to pay for it. Like, just give them to us. We already had them once.
look, the whole freaking gaming, like, look, I don't mind a season pass or a battle pass or whatever, but the fact that you are trying to elaborate and, like, specifically charge the same amount for a full ass game for some DLC is bullshit to me. Like, that is beyond bullshit. Like, bro, you're telling me if you walk into a restaurant and you order a meal and I say, yo, do you want to supersize that for the same price of the meal? You gonna pay it?
I would slap the shit out of that person.
Exactly. Yo, B.
Food already expensive in a bitch anyway because of the damn whatever going on.
B, I swear.
$20 for a damn meal, and this nigga's like, "Oh, you want to get a large instead of a medium for $20 more? No, I can give you these fucking hands for $20 more."
Yo, B, I swear, if the fast food restaurant games picks up on this, I swear I'm opening up my own fast food chain. I'm like, yo,
oh, no.
You want to
get? I'm gonna riot. I'm burning everything down. We're just starting over. Motherfuckers gonna have chariots and fucking horses and shit.
I'm gonna be at the drive-through.
Have fucking DLC for fucking food.
I'm gonna be at the drive-through window. Be like, yo, you want to get an extra biscuit for $15?
No, it's gonna be some bullshit like, oh, here's a season pass for fucking Wiener Schnitzel. You come back in a month and we'll give you the new fucking foot-long dog for free. But if you don't have the season pass, you gotta pay the $6 for it. That shit will be so fucking.
Oh my gosh, yo, that is ridiculous. Like,
Could you imagine that?
Man, yo, so you filled up your gas tank, but you can fill it up again for the same price.
Ain't got no damn room for all that.
Yeah. Yo, that's like you going to buy, you go out and buy, brand new pair of Jordans, and they're like, yo, so only one comes in the box. If you want to get the second one, you gotta pay the same price.
No, that's some Apple shit right there.
Yo, on God,
spend $300 on some Jordans and you get the fucking shoelace.
You gotta pay $70 to get the freaking.
Nigga, yeah. No, you'll get shoes, no shoelaces, or you get one shoe and no shoelaces.
Oh man, this...
or the laces are gonna be thicker than normal, so you gotta like buy proprietary Apple laces and shit for.
Freaking this world, freaking capitalism is out of control, and it really is.
But the people that complain about the shit still buy the shit. Like, I had a dude the other day, he was like, yeah, I bought this new iPhone, and they were like, oh, it comes with a charger, but it doesn't. And I'm like, yeah. And they said, oh, I can use my old one, but it don't work. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with Apple? I'm like, but you bought it though.
You bought it though, right? I mean, yo, on God though, like, honestly, the last phone that I ever bought was a Note 8, and I bought that off of somebody else, and I bought it for $400. I now have an iPhone that was given to me because I'm not paying $2,000. I'm not paying $1,000 for a new phone. Y'all can miss me with all that bullshit. Samsung, Apple, Sony, Motorola, any one of y'all out there with $1,000 phone plus, y'all can miss me with that bullshit. I do not endorse this. I will not sign off into this, and I will not be purchasing any of that. Like, look, you want to holler at me? I'm in the $400 to $600 market range. We can fucks with each other there. But till then, sayonara. Ain't no paying no $1,000. Yo, you know what I could do with $1,000, B? You know what type of shit I could buy with 1,000? I am a photographer. You know what type of a camera equipment gets me $1,000? And guess what? That $1,000 investment into my photography is actually going to turn around and make me another $5,000 in about 3 months. What is a fucking $1,000 phone going to do for me that a $600 phone doesn't do?
Hey, high key, these phone prices are getting out of pocket though. Like that flip, what's it called? The fold? What's it?
The fold, yeah, exactly. Like, yo, B, listen to me. The fold is $2,000, right? So it's a $2,000 flip phone. We had flip phones back in in the fucking 90s, B. Like, what do you mean? They wasn't $2,000. I could. What does a $2,000 flip phone look like? What is that? Why does that even exist? Why is that a thing?
My thing is the concept of it is cool as fuck. Like I actually like the fold, but it's like I could never bring myself to spend $2,000 on that, even if you're not. And the thing about it is people think they're not spending $2,000 on it because it's like folded into your bill. But you are still paying $2,000 for
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's folded into your bill or no, your bill or not. The price is the price. Whether you pay for it all up, all in one, or if you pay for it in increments, the fact of the matter is you're still paying it. If you go if you go and finance a car, does that mean that the car is now not $32,000 because you paid it off over 7 years? No, that just means that you paid $500, $600, $700 a month, all the way up into the point that you made $32,000 worth of payments. You still paying the full price. Stop being like y'all motherfuckers. And I swear, what type of schools did y'all go to? What type of schools did people go to? Because the schools that I went to, I grew up in New York. I went to New York public schools, and I mean, just because I'm not in school no more doesn't mean that I'm fucking, I just don't remember shit. Like, y'all act like, people act like they freaking just, oh, yeah, nah, because, see, it makes sense because, yeah, even though it's $3,000, I'm only paying $20 now and, $70 for, every month afterwards. So it's not really $3,000. Nah, it's still financing, bitch.
My thing is, I wonder when we're gonna hit a cap with is there gonna be a $3,000 phone? I mean, I think there are $3,000 phones, but they're like those luxury phones or whatever. I'm wondering when the flagship phones, like the iPhone, whatever, the Samsung S39 or whatever the fuck it's called, it's gonna be $3,000. Like, I wonder when people are gonna find it okay, this shit's out of hand.
I don't think that ever is gonna ever really be a thing because somebody somewhere, some rich asshole, some influencer, somebody is gonna be like, yeah, I need that because somebody told me I needed that. I mean, what I wish I really had that type of power. I wish I had that type of power to be able to tell people, you know what, you should all give me $100, and then they just give me $100. I swear, if I had that type of ability to just tell people what they should get and they do it, or or they do exactly what I say they need to do just because I said it, bro, that would just be amazing. I'm like, look, you know what? All 500 of you need to walk, down to Costco's and just buy and just eat up all they freaking free trials. Just I'm gonna just send random
just fucking pillage all the free samples.
Right. I'm just gonna I will inconvenience the world. I'm just gonna be like, 300, you go down to Wendy's right now and just order one nugget. Just one.
I think they'll kick you out. Just to get the fuck out of my face. But on the subject of the hype beast shit, back to the gaming, this fucking console shit, these PS5s and these Xboxes constantly sold out when they have like two fucking games. Like, why the fuck do people care that much? I don't understand.
I mean, at the same rate, it's kind of just like the same. It's just like the phones. You know what I'm saying? Like they freaking everybody wants the new shit, and just because somebody said, "Yo, you need to have this new shit," I'm an advocate of this. I'm gonna be honest. Like I have the Xbox and I had to have the PS5. Like, but did I need them to be good? To be honest, no, I didn't. And I was gonna be. I wanted one of them. That's all I really wanted. I just wanted one of them, and I ended up getting both of them. Like, but like, yeah, I, you know, one half, I kind of support Microsoft and Sony the way they handle in distribution, because there's a lot of scalping motherfuckers out there, and y'all know y'all if y'all watching this podcast, y'all know who you are. You know who you are. Yo, fuck you. Fuck your uncles, fuck your cousins. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let the motherfuckers who actually want to use this shit and buy this shit have the shit. You know, stop trying to, bang people in the head for an extra $250 or $500. I seen y'all during this COVID season. How y'all up the price a whole $500? I seen one going for $2,000. Who the fuck in their right mind is paying $2,000 for a PS5? And if y'all out there and if you hear me, yo, you wanna spend that kind of money? Come spend it on me. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, back to topic. On one hand, I kind of understand, why they're doing it the way they're doing it, because the amount of work that it takes to get a PS5 or an Xbox, your average scalper is not gonna put in, right? They're not gonna do that.
Well, but that's the thing, though. That's why it was such an issue, because they're not playing fair. They're using bots and various other unscrupulous ways to get these consoles over people that actually want to use it.
Right.
But at the same time, I blame all the people that are trying to buy them, because if you weren't hype beasting so fucking hard for these consoles, the scalpers wouldn't have an incentive to be able to fuck shit.
Well, I don't see. The
Especially
thing is,
considering
I can't
there's
really.
no fucking games on them. When it came out and you bought the same fucking games that are on your PS4, like why did you need this console off rip like?
That's true. I mean, there's no, each console came out with like one or two games, and then everything else was just been, like rehashed from the previous consoles, which makes no sense to me, at all. Like, at all. But I mean, I can't. Honestly, I don't have. Obviously, scalpers exist because people have, they like what they like. You know what I mean? We want what we want. We want the new shit. We want the new thing. We want to. We're invested, or we're excited about this, whatever it is. So they're taking advantage of people's excitement for it. So I get that. But at the same time, you can't put that blame on the people. For example, Anime Expo. We're both anime heads, right? We both go to Anime Expo, right? You know how many people scalp on Anime Expo tickets? A lot.
First of all, how the fuck do you even scalp an Anime Expo ticket? You have literally 365 days to buy them.
Oh, I mean, well, now their system, I mean, they've increased their systems and changed them up to where that doesn't work as much. But I mean, early on, there was a lot of ways, because people were just buying up the tickets and then, selling and rehashing them and reselling them. That was back before they started doing ID checks and all of that type of shit. But
I've never had an issue getting the ticket though. Like, I've been going since 2006, 7, something like that, somewhere in the mid 2000s, and I've never had an issue getting a ticket, but to be fair, I always buy mine really early.
Well, yeah,
To the last minute.
exactly. And but there's a lot of people who don't. You know what I mean? There's people who try to wait to the last minute. They'll pay for one day, and then they'll say, "Yeah, you know, I kind of want to stay for day 2 or stay for day 3," and then they'll find somebody on the block. Yo, can I get a, you got a ticket? Let me. You know what I'm saying? And of course, there'd be somebody out there who's, banging them in the head. Yeah, you got $300, bet. So the thing is like I can't really blame the people who have interest. Is my point is like I can't really blame us, for having interest in something. That's not our fault. You know what I mean? That's like somebody's immoral, judgment who wants to just come up and just like, well, supply and demand. You got the demand. Well, I got the supply, and I'm just going to, increase the price on it because, well, I'm just gonna flex on your dumb ass, and you're gonna pay it because you want to. And what
but that's a demand created by fucking being lazy. Like they created their own problem doing that. Like you bought that ticket 8 months ago, 7 months ago. You didn't have to wait to like the day. Even if you say, "Oh, I want to go one day," just buy the 4 fucking days. Like it's still gonna be cheaper doing that than fucking buying a scalp ticket the day of.
All right, well,
fucking dollars. You could have got the fucking premium fan shit for that much money.
Well, I mean, all right, well, not Anime Expo, but like a music concert when it's only going to be 1 or 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, not everybody's getting in that bitch. You know what I mean? You only got like an hour to buy the ticket in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, that I get. Those guys are fucking scumbags because it's like you're kind of pigeonholed into a certain time frame,
right?
To buy them at a certain price. That's bullshit. Like you're an asshole if you do that type of shit.
So, it's like, yeah, Anime Expo and shit like that, E3s and PAX and stuff. Obviously, there's not as much scalping and stuff going on with those type of events because, yeah, you have a longer time frame to go and buy them and whatnot. But, I mean, there's a lot of things that, scalpers out there coming up on. You know what I'm saying? It's not just video game consoles. Scalpers in general just fucking pieces of trash. And, like, it's like, look, if you guys got that much ambition to go around and like scalp and just resell shit, how about you flip that ambition and you put it into something unique and create something for yourself that doesn't revolve around robbing people? How about that? Huh?
People take the shortest route to a destination every time.
Yeah, well, when y'all scalpers and y'all people who try to cut corners and get to get to the end game real quick, when that energy comes around, and please believe, keep that same energy because that energy will come around. I don't want to hear you bitching and complaining when you the one out there spending $2,500 extra on some dumb shit.
Yeah, I honestly think the whole I gotta have it now, like best new shit, is just an issue that people just need to get over. Like that day with that fucking 3080 video card.
Yo, that shit was ridiculous. Yo, there was like 600 people out there.
It was $1,100 fucking dollars for that card. Like, do you really need that shit? That bad? I wish the fuck my black ass would sit outside of a fucking store 2 days before to buy a fucking video card. Like, you got me beyond fucking.
I mean, I don't need $1,100 video card. You're right. I don't. I mean, I can understand why there were so many people when the 3080 was supposed to come out during Christmas time or before Christmas time, and nobody's even seen one. And just all of a sudden, magically, they show up for one day. And I'm just like, yo, honestly, I really wish I was out there with the cameras, just snapping photos of that shit, because that should have just been comedy to me. But $1,100, I don't understand why people like outside of these Bitcoin and currency farmers and stuff. Who needs an $1,100 video card? B.
I asked so many people that were like, "Oh, I want to use it for my gaming rig." I'm like, "What the fuck are you playing that you need a 3080?" And they're like, "Oh, I want to play this at 4K and I need 120 FPS on this at 4K." I'm like, "Is it really that fucking?" Especially one-player games. Like, does it really matter that much? Like, for you to like, I don't get it. And keep in mind that before everybody starts crucifying me in the comments, PC Master Race, I've been playing on PC since I was a child. All right, I had the big ass, fat ass floppies. I had the little floppies. I had all that shit. So believe me, I've been there with the video card hype. But my issue with it too is you're setting a precedent for these companies to keep doing this shit. You can see the pattern happen years ago. Well, what the fuck was it? The 970 or something, or 1080 or whatever the fuck it was, when it finally started going out of control because of like the Bitcoin shit, and people were buying them from like actual retailers at crazy ass inflated prices. I'm like, this is your fault. All the people that bought all those video cards from scalpers and from fucking retail stores at those inflated ass prices, have fun buying these $1,000 video cards from now on, because this is your fault. So I hope the next video card is like $2,000 and they give you two of them motherfuckers every
month. All right. Well, I mean, on top of that, like, so y'all PC Master Race heads, you know what I'm saying? Y'all PC lords, y'all PC jock riders, the ones who want to, think that, oh, you know what, PC is the end all and be all to gaming and whatnot. Let me talk to you. Hold on. Let me talk to you. Because first of all, the ones who out there buying $1,000 video cards, talking about, I want to play, 4K at 144 hertz. We have just started getting gaming, or games even remotely close to 4K. They're not even true 4K. And y'all are over here buying $1,000 video cards, talking about, oh, I need 144 frames per second on Apex Legends, who is not 4K, by the way. Y'all be the same motherfuckers over here playing freaking Call of Duties all day, every day. All day, every day. Playing fucking Call of Duties, Minecrafts, and all fucking Fortnites. No games, none of these games that you're even playing.
Leave Minecraft out of it.
Alright, I'll leave Minecraft out of this. But the fact of the matter is, y'all buying, freaking $1,000 video cards, or y'all pumping in like $6,000 into a gaming rig to play a game that's not even produced in 4K. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? But y'all PC Master Race, right? PC Master Race is the same Master Race that created mods and hacking, right? Master Race my ass, yo. Master Race my ass.
That is one big downside to playing on. Yeah, it's all playing on PC as the hackers, but on the flip side of that coin, the ability to mod games and stuff like that increases longevity of games far beyond.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that modding games is not necessarily a bad thing. Modding, like real modding, true modding, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that is giving the game, is taking away from the experience, but to enhance or add to the experience. That is the definition of modding, right? But when you are using, but when you are taking this modding system and you're, converting it or changing it into a tool to be used for, getting around loopholes to cheat, just so that you can feel good about yourselves and you can stroke your ego and say, "Oh, guys, look, I've got me a 3.2 KD." Yeah, I mean that's pretty decent. But you also you also cheated your way there. You take away from your own experience. You take away from your own ability. This is why some of y'all kids and some of y'all people out here now get so mad when y'all lose a game because y'all don't know how to. You've never lost. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the '80s. We used to sit there and you know how many quarters I lost in a fucking Street Fighter match in the middle of the arcade. You know how many, I probably lost about a good $80 a week losing, getting my ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That same kid ended up going to be, state champion, on Tekken eventually, right? Exactly. So, I mean, but not,
I think though, I don't think like that argument does work for some people that just they just can't stand losing for whatever reason. But the main majority of people that do that shit, it's not the experience of they couldn't give a fuck what game it was. Their fun comes from knowing that they're ruining your fun. So no logic will ever work on them because the fact that they're upsetting you is them winning. That's the game.
Oh well, I mean, they guess they picked the wrong one with me. You already know that. Your little Zen mode is in full activation when I'm playing. So I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm always not. I don't get salty or I don't get hot, but I mean, I also know what my strengths and my weaknesses are. And I mean, look, if you got it, you got it. I'm not going front. But if I got you, guess what? Where your kills at? That's all I need to know.
And on this topic, I was meaning to talk to you about this a while back, and I always forget, and then I'll see another article or video about it. Game difficulty. Obviously, besides a few select series like Dark Souls and shit like that, Bloodborne, most games generally nowadays are significantly easier, which I get because it's to get a broader audience, to play the games. But one of the issues that's come up from this is like reviewers are complaining and bitching that games are too hard when their job is to play games and review them. So now it's like they want them to add like review mode and shit where the game's significantly easier. And I think that's some pussy shit. If you are a fucking video game reviewer and you're trash, then you just need to fire yourself from life because that's just sad.
Well,
so my question is, how do you feel about people thinking games need to be more accessible by being easier?
Well, reviewing games is like a broad. It's like a broad category, you know what I mean? Reviewing games, when you review a game, you're reviewing you're reviewing it all, you know what I'm saying? How smooth it plays, how easy it is, not easy in terms of difficulty, but easy to, how easy is it to understand, you know what I mean? I used to review games and I used to test games, you know what I'm saying? So I understand this. And I mean, as a content creator myself, obviously I'm very adept in, in that, field of, actually reviewing games from not just my own perspective, but, from the perspective of many. You know, like how you see me, playing a game on stream, and you ask me, yo, B, what do you think about this game? I'm going to give you my honest review on it based off of what I know about you or what I know about, the game in general, right? So those people who are reviewing games and you're giving feedback that the game is too hard, what I'm going to what I'm going to say is, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Not one, I'm not saying that, maybe the game really is that hard, and maybe the developers are just taking what you're saying and they're just downscaling it really, really sharp. Or maybe what you're, the thing is because you're an actual reviewer and you're not necessarily a gamer, you're not seeing it from, the proper perspective. Either way, somebody's fucking up, because a lot of these games aren't really that hard at all. And I'm not saying, I mean, granted, I've got 30 plus years in gaming, but the idea, the concept, I mean, all right, like you think about like Cuphead, right? Cuphead was a hard ass game, right, B?
Well, yeah, it was took more from the older school style, but that was kind of the point.
That was kind of the point. I don't know, or I haven't necessarily found a game that was that frustrating or that, but there was a lot of people who actually really enjoyed Cuphead, but there was also a lot of people who didn't. You know what I mean? Who just preferred to watch other people play it, kind of, because of the level of frustration. And I think what it comes down to, because obviously we're not in the room, you know what I mean? Saying I feel if I was a reviewer, I would have to ask the developer, who's your target audience? What is your target audience? Because then I'm going to be able to give you a real solid, basis or feedback on whether this particular game is too hard or too easy. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, if you're targeting the hardcore gamer, then obviously you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it difficult. You're gonna give them the challenge they're looking for. But if you're here, and I think that's what that rating system is supposed to, the true rating system is supposed to be like, But if it says E for everyone, then I'm assuming that you want to make this something that everybody can enjoy. You're not gonna go and freaking play a Mario Kart that's like designed for somebody who's, a hardcore competitive pro gamer. You feel me? I'm not saying that wouldn't be cool though.
Yeah, like like a 10 Mario Kart.
Yo, bro. Yo, Gran Turismo Mario Kart beat. Oh my god. Yo, I'm in there like swimwear. Yo, you see, yeah, if I could start tuning my own cart like top to bottom, whew.
Could you imagine, like, how frustrating it would be to have those types of realistic physics and then get hit with a fucking blue shell?
Oh, yo, how much?
Damn, bruh.
Yo, you got a freaking Koenigsegg type build on your freaking cart and shit, and then out of nowhere you get hit with a freaking bombardment of red like shells. Just what the I go from 0 to 60 in 1.2 seconds, and I get hit with this shit. This shit.
Because like just even spinning out on higher difficulties in those games, you're just fucked. Like if you don't have like 6 more laps, you're not catching up.
Yeah, nah.
So just how devastating it would be to get hit by anything in that type of Mario Kart. I would flip a table for
sure. Yo. But I'm here for it, yo. I mean, if they hear this, they see this, I'm here for it. Like, you give me a Gran Turismo or Forza type physics with freaking, Mario Kart, I'm all about it. Like, I know a lot of people will stop playing Mario Kart with me because they already have, but yeah, I'm definitely down for that. I'm definitely down for that.
One thing on the subject of gaming, which is just a lovely topic for me. Um, I need to play more Monster Hunter, the the new one, because I played like an hour of it.
Well then, B, let's let's just wrap up and go play some Monster Hunter, yo.
Before that, though, they put one of your favorite mods.
I was trying to avoid this shit. I was like, nah, see, this is where I know what he's doing. I'm not, no, we not doing this today. Yo, fuck this. I'm gonna take me a shot.
That's fucking. He's new, right? Like he was from World, like he wasn't in the old one. Cause yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a new monster. But as a new addition to the Monster Hunter universe, Pinecone, Bezelgius,
Fuck
um,
Basil Guest. And fuck Capcom for putting him in the damn game. Like, him and Devil Joe, they can find the fucking nearest cliff, jump off it, and hang they fucking selves. Fucking asshole. I hate those two monsters. And the fact that the fact that Capcom even made the statement that they weren't gonna put Basil Guest in the freaking game, and then turns up they put him in the fucking game pisses me off. I feel robbed. I feel bamboozled. Like, this is why me and Capcom have a love-hate relationship as it is. I have trust issues, B, and they just violated me. They blatantly looked me in the face and wrote me this article and said, yeah, no, we will not put him in the game. And then turned around and did exactly what they said they was not going to do. They play on my emotions, B.
I thought I was seeing things when I was just randomly going through footage of it on YouTube, and it was like, oh, first encounter with Bezelgius, and I was like, what? I was like, wait, he's in the game? And I Googled it, and the first thing that popped up was what you said. They were like, oh, we're not going to put him in the game. And I was like, what the fuck? Is that dude hacking? And then I went like two websites down. And it's like Capcom updates Monster Hunter Rise with Bezelgius.
Yeah, I was look when they announced the Rise and I saw that they were not going to put him in there. I was like, oh, thank God, I finally escaped this asshole. Like, I'm gone. I'm done. I don't even freaking play Monster Hunter World now just because I don't want to deal with Devil Joe's dumbass, his fucking short 2-inch armed ass. I don't play because of freaking Fatalis's dumb looking ass, and I dang sure don't play because of Basil Quest. Like, fuck the three of them. Like, yo, this all the way. All the way. Like, the people who actually complained enough to get Fatalis put in the game, me and you got beef on site. I'm just saying. Like, fuck Fatalis. And, damn sure fuck, Basil Guest and Devil Joe. Like, all three of them assholes. Like, most useless monsters in the game and the whole entire Monster Hunter universe. Like, look, Jaggers had more freaking, purpose than they do. And the fact that they, went and put his dumbass in the new one after saying that they didn't want him, that they weren't gonna put him in there, pisses me off. I haven't played it in a minute, and I'm just not even interested, like seeing that pine cone headed asshole. Like, That you know how fucking weak this monster is. This motherfucker doesn't even fight you half the time when until you're not paying attention to him. It's like it's like having an annoying little brother. Like, oh, because he's so busy doing some other shit that actually isn't really important, I'm gonna fuck with him. But the second he turns around, I'm just gonna run away. Fuck it. Like I cannot stand his ass. Like whoever, I want to know who actually wrote the design, who came up with the name, who came up with the look and the coding, and I want to know who worked on this, who signed off on this, who is the guy that said, yeah, that one's cool, we'll keep it, because I want to kick him in the nuts about 10 times. Fucking Basel Guest.
It's funny. It's always such and I think this happens with everyone with him is it's like this weird bell curve with it where you see him for the first time and you're like, what the fuck is this? So you actually like him, like it's a crazy mechanic that happens and it makes, fighting way more crazy, way more exciting. And then you finally hit that peak where like you're strong enough to fuck him up when he comes now. So like you look forward to it because now you're kind of turning the tables on him. But then it gets old. So now you're going down. So it's like every fucking quest you hear this nigga roar and you're like, you were on the last 14 quests. Like what? Why? The issue with him is he spawns too fucking much. That's the problem. The monster, there's nothing inherently wrong with him. It's the fact that he's in every fucking quest. He's probably even in his own fucking quest. You're gonna get a bezel quest and a bezel quest because he's in every fucking. Remember that one night we played for like 6 hours, and I swear to God, every single fucking quest he was in it. Every single one.
My thing is like those roamer type monsters like him and Devil Joe and even I can't even put Rajang up in there. He's different. But anyway, but him
and bitch ass
Bombaro, yeah. Yo, there you go. Those types, the the problem with them is like they're just there just to be there. They have no purpose other than to annoy the fuck out of you, bro. Like literally, I'm just here to fuck with you, man. Like that's it. Like that's really all I'm here for. Like how annoying. How annoying.
That is true though. That is true. Like if they invaded and they kind of just fought whatever monster they came across,
How
it
many
wouldn't be that bad. But it's like they specifically lock on to your monster, and even when you break them apart, they just come right back to each other every fucking time.
Yeah, I'm like, you know how many fights I've had with like I could be in the middle of doing I could have been like in the fight of my life, B, like fighting I don't know, anything. And I only had that one life left. You know what I'm saying? This is the last chance because I'm trying to gear farm and get my whatever. And this dumbass pine cone headed asshole just swoops right in, drops a fucking egg bomb on top of me, and boom, game over. Like, why? Why? Oh.
Yeah, I would definitely give the motherfucker that designed that monster a medal because he definitely went all out on that.
And you know what? What's worse is that he's not even the most annoying one of them all. The most annoying one is fucking Devil Joe's bitch ass. He's the most annoying one. And see, at least I know I can give Basil Guest the smoke when I'm ready. When it's time, I'll drop his ass to the ground and I'll put in work and just, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you were just about to get all this cram. But no, fucking Devil Joe's bitch ass. Look, I ain't got no arms, so I'm gonna give you these hip checks, though. Oh, I ain't got no arms, so I'm gonna just jump 500,000 meters in the air and just land on you, though. I ain't got no arms, so I'm gonna just hop back and act like I got, Godzilla, freaking octane breath and shit, though. Like, how do you how do you create a monster that has no weak points? Who says that's okay?
Isn't it like chest, like right where his arms is a weak point, or is it only it's only certain weapons though?
It's only certain weapons. It's only like slashing weapons or something like that. And it's literally right underneath his belly. The one place that you can barely get to because guess what? Every time he fucking decides to turn around or move or do anything, he fucking creates tremors. Hmm. Yeah. I can't get close to you because you're either gonna hip check me, tail swipe me with your fucking humongous tail, like pickle ass tail. Like, fuck Devil Joe, B. Like, on God, like, yo, he is hands down 10 times worse than fucking Basil Guess is. Easily. 10 times. 100 times. But fuck him. Fuck his mama. Fuck his pappy. Fuck the creator who created him. Like his whole species can get rammed through by a fucking Nergigante for all I give a fuck. Like I hope I hope I hope Rajang and Nergigante has a fucking, tennis match with the bitches and just says, look, whoever wins wins. You know what I'm saying? They just keep bouncing and swatting their asses back and forth. Yo, can we get another? Can we get another Devil Joe ball? That one went dead. Like, fuck that.
I mean, he is annoying as fuck. For some reason, Bombaro annoys me so much more. Maybe it's just because he doesn't look like a monster that would do the shit he does. It's like what? It's even worse because it's like, why the fuck are you here? Because at least Devil Joe, you can understand him being in like lava and shit because he goes wherever. That's like the lore. And Basil Quest blows up for a living, so you can understand him being in a volcano. What the fuck is Bombaro doing down
Honestly, I
there?
don't
How do you
even
even
know.
get?
Honestly, I don't even know why he's there, how he got there, what he's even doing there. First of all, he's introduced into the game in the winter, area biome, right? But you hanging out in volcanoes now, B? That's what we doing? You got that thick ass fur on, but we hanging out in volcanoes, B. That's right. Yeah. You know what? I just woke up today and I decided it was a spa day. So I'm gonna head over to this here volcano and I'm gonna just fuck up your day. That's what we doing. That's literally what I think Bombaro sounds like when, he just walks around just throwing rocks and trees at people who I mean, my thing is, how are you mad? Why, like, how are you literally mad at somebody being somewhere just because they would, like, you walk in the room, right, B? You walk in the room and you see somebody who's been there before you, but you mad that they're there, so you throw a rock. That's what I'm. That's literally the best way I could describe this fool. Like, how you just got here? How you mad at me for being here? Like, Yo, fuck that monster, yo.
Oh my god, you're about to kill the fuck out of me over here.
I'm just saying though, like yo, you just
That's that you see why I say he's so much more annoying because one, he shouldn't be here. That's the most annoying part.
right.
Two, he's mad that you're there when he gets there because
In a place he's not supposed to be anywhere.
In a place he doesn't belong. That's like me going to your house and just hitting you in the face because you're in your own house.
Right.
Like who the fuck am I? Like who the fuck am I to just go in your house and sock you for being in your house? That's literally what he does.
Mm.
And then on top of that, it's like he walks in the middle of a fight and then gets hit and he's mad at us.
Yeah.
Like, how is that my fault? Like, you, first of all, you shouldn't fucking be here. And then you walk into a fight with Godzilla and a fucking lightning Super Saiyan monkey, and then we hit you, and now you're mad at us.
See, my thing is, Neil, I believe that there should be certain monsters that should never be, like, their paths just should never cross. Like, you should never have to fight this monster and this monster or even see them in the same vicinity together. You feel me? Like, you know, there's just some things that just don't make sense. Like, okay, having a Basilguest and a Devil Joe because they're both roamers, that makes sense. You know, first of all, Basilguest flies around, right? And Devil Joe just kind of walks around. So that makes sense. I mean, you know, there may be an instance or two, you know, there may be, you know, but they make it seem like this shit happens every fucking day. Like, you know, like we just, look, you know, we just do this shit every day, bro. Like, we go to the same areas at the same time. We, you know, shop at the same stores. We hook up with the same girls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just happen, you know, they just act like this shit is just everyday life for them. Like, yo, we just always hang out with each other. That doesn't, you know, it's like, no, like that should be that shouldn't be a, you know, an everyday thing. That's a rare occurrence. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hunt two different ways. You shouldn't be like you. How does that even work? Like, I get it. You know, it's mathematics. It's an algorithm. You know what I'm saying? You can't dictate. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a mathematical equation. You designed your clock to, you know, really to put them all in the same place together. But there should never be a scenario where fucking Bonbaro, a Devil Joe, and a Basilguest all up in the same, you know, fucking place at the same damn time. And I've seen it. I've had to live through it. I ran away from this because when I saw it, I was just like, nope, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, man, that combination, there's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter what armor you have, what, like, how high level, how much of a try hard. There's just so much shit flying everywhere. Like, it's no point trying. You just leave until they get bored.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever, B. Like that there's just certain fights that I'm just not gonna fight. You know. And if that's the case, if y'all do want to do that, how about this? Y'all just tumble y'all asses all the way up to a Fatalis and knock his dumb ass off the cliff, and y'all all fall to your deaths. And on that note, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, that's a good note to end on, right there.
Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all for tuning in for this here's podcast. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. We will be working on uploading these weekly, so if you guys want to hear any topics, you want to get any feedback, please, you know, drop the comments. You know, let us know. You can always email us at imvision@gmail.com. Or you can catch me on, streaming on Twitch. You also have us on the Gilded server, which I'll leave the link in the bio and everything. So yeah, thank you guys again. I'm Vision the LA Ghoul. This is my man Viper, and as always, passion and positivity, guys. Peace out.